Hello, Abuja. You're welcome to today's edition of Sabilo on the Beat FM. I remain Onyekachi Uma, and as always, I'm here with
Kenechukwu Agu.
So today we're looking at elections and the powers of electoral officers. And we start with a question. Our question is, why are our question is, why electoral officers cannot be sued in Nigeria? Now, first of all, it means that it has answered this first leg, which means that electoral officers can be sued. So what we're going to be giving you now is why electoral officers cannot be sued in Nigeria. And Mr. Kenechukwu will be leading us in that discussion.
I think it's good that we clearly point out who electoral officers are. Well, not all staff of INEC are electoral officers. So if you are a cleaner, you're a driver in INEC, you're a maintenance guy. You are not basically an electoral officer. But we are dealing with presiding officers, returning officers, staff of the commission, the commissioners, the staff, ad hoc or regular staff, carrying out duties during election as electoral officers. So no matter the level of complaint and the involvement of the electoral officers, including presiding officers and returning officers in an election, they cannot be sued in an election petition. It is never necessary. You cannot sue them. That doesn't mean you cannot sue INEC. Get the distinction. You can sue the commission, you can add the commission as a party, but not the officers, right? Rather, you can sue the employer, which is INEC. It can be sued as a respondent and is always deemed to be representing and defending itself and its officers. All
right. So that explains it now. It means that when there is an election, there is a conduct that you may not like of an electoral officer, you can't sue them. However, there's a twist to this, Mr. Kenechukwu. Now, what we mean when we say you can't sue them is with regards to electoral issues. But what if an electoral officer slaps or beats up someone during an election?
Of course, that is not an electoral offense. It's not the person. You will sue the person because that is a crime against the person. Yeah. But what we are dealing with here is that, INEC by Section 1 of the Electoral Act 2022 is a body corporate with perpetual succession and may be sued or can sue in its corporate name. Yeah. That means when officials, electoral officers, as agents of INEC, carry out their activities, you cannot sue them individually for that activity they have done. So you cannot sue them for maybe your name not appearing on the ballot paper.
Yeah, I think that, so the suing here is limited to election petitions.
Exactly.
So when what you are suing for is not an election petition, because election petition is limited to maybe issues of did you win the election, maybe you won the election, or that there wasn't a proper counting of election materials or delivery and all. That's fine. But if there are issues, there is an infraction of law, there is a misconduct by an electoral officer, you can sue the person. That is not an election petition. So the essence of this is to avoid some people feeling they are above the law. Not at all. An electoral officer cannot slap you, beat you, flog you, or push you to, or shove you to any particular side, or tell you to kneel down. In Nigeria, most often you see people moving around with sticks whenever they are supervising elections and things. And I keep asking, are you moving with the stick that you're going to use it to do what?
Or like
to flog human beings.
One state governor that I know, I wouldn't call his name, said you give them minimum compliance. It's called the use of cane during the lockdown, the minimum compliance. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Abuja is nice to have you listen about the election. So, keep knowing your rights, keep visiting the website, www.sabilo.org, where there are a lot of things we can't bring on this radio show because of time, right? So, but please visit the website and be sure to get the important things you need to know about the forthcoming elections. Get empowered. Keep knowing your...
And get your PVC.
Yeah, if you've not gotten it before it's late. Go Sabilo. Till we see next time.
Bye.